and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Weston Racing, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at series or case B of the 2024 Hot Wheels Neon Speeders. I completely forgot what these were, but anyways, yes, back at it again with another case of the Neon Speeders. I really like the Neon Speeders. I hope you guys do as well, because we got, again, more of these coming. I've already got the first set of 2025, and the second set of 2025 was revealed a while back, so these aren't stopping anytime soon, which I'm kind of happy about, because like I said, I really like these. I think they're cool. Blacklight cars, they're fun. A little bit of something different, you know, nothing too innovative or crazy, but it is different, and I like that because, you know, Hot Wheels Monster Trucks has the glow-in-the-dark series, things like that. It's nice to see the Hot Wheels cars actually have like a glow-in-the-dark kind of series, and that's what we're looking at here with the Neon Speeders. We got a total of 8 cars here today. I don't know if they're still doing the themes with the sets going forward, but I know that there kind of was a theming thing going on. The first set was just a little bit of everything. The second set was all Japanese cars. This set is everything but Japanese cars. So it's like European, I think it's 4 European and 4 American cars. I don't know why they didn't just do a wave of European and a wave of American cars. They decided that Japan needed an entire wave, but for some reason Europe and America had to split a wave for some reason. I don't know why. And then I don't even know how to describe what the next wave of Neon Speeders is. It's like a perfect mix of cars. The wave itself is themed around the paint job, which is, I don't know. We'll get to that boat when we'll cross that bridge. We'll light that house on fire when we get there. Anyways, I'm sure that's how that phrase goes. We're going to start with the one that everybody cared about this set, and it is the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup, number 1 of 8. This car was driving people off the deep end. There were so many people that were trying to get their hands on this car because there was a rumor going around that it was a chase piece. It's not. I can tell you firsthand that this is not a chase piece. Just because something is insanely popular and hard to find does not mean it's a chase piece. This was just really popular, hence why it was so hard to get for people to get their hands on. But I managed to get one here. We're going to open it up for the first car of the video. And like I said, I can understand why people were so after this car. In my opinion, this is actually the best car of the whole set, because it's not trying to do anything fun with the paint scheme or anything. It is quite literally just a hot pink, glows under black light Porsche 911. And I think that is so cool. As somebody who likes Porsche 911s, who likes black light stuff, this is pretty sweet. I can see why people like this so much. All right, now as you can see, I do have this little blot right here, and as you would imagine, that is exactly what you think it is. I'll show that off in a second. So here it is. This is the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup. Hot pink body, black chassis, black tires with black rims, and a tinted window insert. You got Porsche on the side here with the little stripe. You got all the sponsors, eParco, Bilstein, Rotiform, I think is how that's pronounced. This side's the same thing but mirrored. In the front end, you got these blacked out headlights. Got the little Porsche insignia right there. Reflectors, grille printing, and then you got some racing stripes going up top of the vehicle, or a pink racing stripe rather. Everything else is black. And then I love when they do this, they put Porsche on the spoiler. I love when they put writing on the spoiler. And then of course you got the tail lights, tailpipes, no license plate on the back. I kind of wish they would have done something back there. They actually printed in the crease in the wing, actually has a little bit of black printing in there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's pretty cool. And yeah, there you go. That's the bottom of that one. And then, of course, the part that you all are waiting for is this. There we go. So that is what it looks like under black light. You can see the orange. I did not turn my overhead lights off. Give me a second. And we're back. Okay, so now you guys should be able to see it in its full glory here. I don't know why it's showing up as like an orangish color on your guys' end. It is very much a toxically bright pink on my end. It looks really, really good. I love the way that looks a lot. But yeah, everybody, there you go. Turning the light back on in 3, 2, 1. There we go. That is the Porsche 911 right there. The first one we're going to start with, and honestly, probably the best one in the set, if I'm being honest. That one's really good. Alrighty, so there you go. That was, like I said, I'm pretty sure the way this set is put together is that it is, yeah, it's 4 Europeans and 4 Americans. So we're going to stick with Europe, and we're going to go, well, I think this is Europe anyways. I actually don't know where they make McLarens, but next up we got a McLaren F1 GTR. Not a big fan of McLarens. If you know that about me, McLarens are not exactly my favorite cars in the world. I should do a car tier list. That would be a fun idea. I should write that down for a possible documentary video, or a goofy a goofy video that I could make. Tier listing cars. That could be fun. Do like do it like a multi-episode series. So it's like episode 1 is ranking the actual brand. So it's like, you know, Dodge, Ford, McLaren, Porsche, Cadillac, things like that. Do a video like that, and then the next episodes in the series after that are ranking the individual cars. So like Dodge could be episode 1, and it's like, okay, we're gonna do the Dodge Charger, the Dodge Challenger, Dodge Charger Daytona, the Dodge Demon, the Dodge Dart, the Dodge Ram, you know, to go through the whole tier list with all the cars or something. That could be fun. That unironically could be really fun. It'd be a long series, but if you guys are in for the long run, I would definitely love to make that. That could be fun. The only problem is I have a feeling I catch a lot of heat for my rankings. Anyway, here we go. Here is the McLaren F1. Yeah, not a P1, it's an F1. So we got a black body, a black chassis, black tires with pink rims, and a tinted window insert. Got a number 1 on the side, Michelin Ilbach and McLaren with some pink and white detailing on the sides. I really like the paint job on this one. Unironically, I love the fact that it's matte. It's not gloss. I think that's super duper nice. That is one thing I will say. I feel like black cars like this honestly look better with just the flat matte black. Not having the gloss on there adds a layer to it, and I think that really looks nice. It almost kind of makes it look like a spray and bed liner look. I don't know. I like it. I really do. I think that's cool. I got the headlight detailing there, McLaren logo on the front, pink and white racing stripe. I wish they would have printed McLaren on the wing, but that's fine. You got the taillights, the F1 symbol back there. McLaren F1 GTR. There you go. All right. Time to see what this baby looks like under the black light. Ooh, okay. So all the pink detailing on it lights up. Kind of wish the white was a bit more bright, if I'm being honest. I did not intend that to rhyme, but that is really funny that it did. Yeah, pretty basic under the black light. I kind of wish it had more detail to it. I like the fact that you can kind of see the white, but it's mainly the pink. All right, coming back on in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there you go. That's our second car for the video, the McLaren F1. Like I said, I actually really like the paint job on that. It doesn't beat the Porsche. I don't think any of these are going to beat the Porsche. The Porsche is pretty awesome. All right, let's jump an ocean here and go to America, because next up we have car number 3 of 8, the Ford GT. In a very toxic green color. So the Ford GT here, GT stands for Grand Touring, if I'm not mistaken. Which, if I'm not mistaken, the Ford GT, and again, this is going to be one of those situations where I'm talking about something that I don't actually know about. So if I am wrong, please correct me. But the Ford GT was Ford's attempt at making an English just touring vehicle. That's all it was meant to be. The Ford GT is meant to be the Ford company's attempt at making a European just road trip vehicle, I guess is what you could say. I could be thinking that might be the Ford Escort, now that I think about it. Or not the Escort, the what's that goofy thing called from Harry Potter? The Ford Anglia. That's probably what I'm thinking of. I don't know. I don't know the nuances of each vehicle. I do know that the Ford GT40 got its name because it's 40 inches from the top of the car to the ground. That I do know. Here is the Ford GT. I can't say that I like the paint color on this one. Cannot 100% claim that I like the paint color. But yeah, I got a very toxic, it's almost like a yellow-green color on here. Black chassis, black tires with black rims, and a tinted window insert. Number 2, Ford GT. You got the blue stripes across the sides and up the top. Headlights, reflectors, Ford emblem right there. Black painted spoiler. Ooh, the sides of the spoiler are painted black as well. And then look at this rear end detailing here. Ford GT with the little vents. Got the taillights as well. That's pretty nice. Yeah. So there you go. That's our first American vehicle for the video. This one's going to glow insane under black light. This is going to be like the Porsche. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, you guys should... Oh, wow. It actually kind of looks cooler on your guys' end. On my end, it looks like a very, very vibrant pale green. Your guys' end, it's more of like a spring green color. That's neat. Wow. I'm gonna say under the black light, this is my favorite so far, because I like the fact that the blue and all that kind of makes like these blackout look to it. That is really nice. Holy crap. Yeah, that one's definitely the best one under the black light so far. 3, 2, 1, lights back on. All right. I like to give a warning when I turn the light back on. If anybody's watching this like at night in their dark room, I don't want to blind them when I turn the thing back on. Alrighty, here we go. Number 4 of 8. I did not zoom out. Number 4 of 8, we're going back to Europe, is the BMW M3 GT2. This is probably my pick for my least favorite vehicle in the video, just because, one, I am not a fan of BMWs. There's a hair on my screen. Like I said, talking about the car brand tier list, BMW would probably be down D or F tier. I am not a fan of BMWs whatsoever. The BMW M3 itself, no, not the M3, the M2. The BMW M2, I could say, is probably a good car in my eyes. M3 GT2, it's just ugly. I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. So yeah, this is probably, like I said, probably out of the 8 cars we're looking at today, this is probably my least favorite. My favorite was the Porsche. This one's probably my least favorite. And then again, I am making that assumption on what they look like in a box. I haven't even opened them yet. So we'll see if my opinion changes here in a second after I open it. I doubt it, just because, like I said, in the past, BMWs usually don't gain favor from me. Just because I'm not a fan, you know? And you're entitled to what you like, you know? I may not be a fan of BMWs, but you may love BMWs. I'll tell you right now, a lot of people watching this probably are fans of Kias. I absolutely hate Kias. I think they're stupid. I don't think, in my opinion anyways, I don't think Kia has ever made a single good car. But that's just me. Alrighty, everybody, here you go. This is the BMW. Got a bright orange body. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. In the past couple of Neon Speeders videos that we've done, the orange looks weird under black light because it doesn't look like orange. It looks like a peach color under the black light. It's very, very weird. So I'm just going to say right now, this one's probably not going to look that good under black light. Then again, maybe the actual like green and white pieces here will glow. We'll see. But yeah, that's just a concern of mine going forward. Black chassis, black tires, black rims, and you got a tinted window insert. On the side panel, you got 4 M3 or M3 GT2 Michelin with some really cool graphic on the side there in black, green, and white. BMW, the grille, you got the headlights, a little grille down there as well. Got the nose scoop, you can see that as well for all those aerodynamic pieces. I like that the graphic sort of continues across the top there. Painted the spoiler black, and then in the back you got the tail lights with, oh, it appears that I have a missing, the tail lights are not printed correctly on this side. BMW emblem. None of these have license plates. It would have been cool if they would have done like a neon speeder or something on the license plate. Neon Neospdr. If they would have put that on the license plate, that would have been really cool. Bit of a missed opportunity there on Hot Wheels' part, but you know what? This series is cool enough as it is. Here we go. I don't know. I think you guys can see what I mean, though, how the orange isn't really, like, it's bright, but it's not as bright as you would want it to be. Actually, on the camera, it looks really bright. In person, the orange is not bright at all. I did say, though, the green does look really good. I wish the white popped. If they could find a way to make the white glow under blacklight really good, that would be awesome. Because if the white was in here, this would look way cooler. All right, I'll maybe eat my words on this one and say it actually looks better under blacklight than I thought it did, but it's still not my favorite. All right, light coming on in 3, 2, 1. But yeah, there you go. That's the BMW right there. We've done 4 cars, 3 of which are European, 1 of which is American. Let's start getting some American cars in here. How about that? And we're going to start with number 5 of 8 here, which is the 2016 Mercedes AMG GT3. So instead of doing an American car, we're just going to get through the final European car, and then the final 3 will be American. So here we go. This one right here. Now, I'm going to be dead honest with you guys. The car itself, I am not that big of a fan of. Again, Mercedes is not a brand that I really would say I like too much. They got some cool cars, though. I can say that they got some cool cars. What I will say about this car specifically, though, the paint job is awesome. It is so cool. What it looks like under blacklight, however, I have no idea. I have not seen. I try not to, when I buy neon speeders, I try not to bring them home and immediately shine them under the blacklight to see what they look like. I want to preserve them for the video and then do it, just because I think that's more fun. All right, here we go. Here it is. See what I mean? This paint job is really cool. It's like they got the gender reveal special paint scheme going on here. I really like the paint job on this. This is so cool. All right, so we got metal flake black on this one. So instead of a matte black, it's a metal flake. That looks okay. This car might be a contender for top 3. This thing is nice looking. Wow, that's cool. So you got a metal flake black body. Black chassis, black tires with blue chrome rims. That also looks really nice, and a tinted window insert. Side panel says AMG with the number 3 right there. You got some pink and baby blue, baby pink colors on the side here, making this really cool graphic. That also travels to the top of the car, which looks fantastic. Number 3, AMG. Headlight printing. You got the Mercedes emblem right there. They wrote AMG on the spoiler, which looks fantastic. I love the way that looks. On the back end, you got AMG in the license plate spot. Actually, no, it's above the license plate spot. And then you got the taillights there. All right, I'm going to be dead honest. This might be a contender for top 3. If this thing glows just right under blacklight, I would almost argue this might actually become my new favorite car of the video, because I just in the light, this thing looks sick. But here goes the ultimate test. If this thing can get both the blue and the pink to light, whoa, the lights just flickered. That was weird. If this thing can get both the blue and the pink to light up here, this might be new. This might be my new favorite car. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, she wimped out in the final round. The pink isn't very bright either. Oh, that's a shame. Why? Okay, on the camera, the colors look so much more vibrant on the camera than they do in person. Dang, if that blue would have showed up, this would have easily been probably my new favorite. That is such a shame. We had a contender for best car of the video right there, and it wimped out under the black light. That's so sad. All right, 3, 2, 1. Light back on. There we go. Oh, man, I'm not going to lie. Mercedes fans, that's a letdown for you guys right there, because that car was going places, and it just stopped just short of the finish line. Yikes. All right. We got 3 American cars left. Let's do this. Number 6 of 8 is the 2015 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. Now, I'm a bit biased on this one because for the longest time, I loved the 2015 SRT Hellcats. In fact, that was my dream car for the longest time. This is, in my opinion, the perfect, out of all of the modern day Dodge Challengers, this, in my opinion, is where they peaked. 2015, they had it down to a science. It was beautiful. These things are so awesome. Now, while I may be biased about the car itself, the paint scheme, on the other hand, kind of takes away from this. So let's get her open and let's take a look at her. Speaking of my dream car, I would love a 2015 SRT Hellcat. That would be so awesome. But I would get it. I think if I had my personal preference for a Hellcat, I would want it in red. Not like my channel colors red, the bright red. I'm talking like blood red, like a dark black cherry type red. You know what I mean? Not like a bright, like, oh, it's red. More like it's like a demon colored red. You know what I mean? Like a Hellcat. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm yapping. Here we go. Let's get into it. What I will say, though, is this one will look cool under blacklight, but it won't look that good, in my opinion, just because it's missing something. You know what I mean? But anyway, here it is. Man, this thing is sleek. So we've got, again, matte black. You see what I mean by that? Okay, let's pull up the comparison, shall we? So this is the matte black. This is the metal flake black with the gloss. The gloss metal flake black versus the matte black. And like I said earlier, these matte black looks awesome. Metal flake black also looks awesome. Honestly, it just comes down to what your personal preference is. For me, I don't know, man. It honestly depends on the car. I think both of these cars might be are definitely in the top 3 cars for the video. Easy. But yeah, it's interesting to see both metal flake and matte together. That's pretty cool. We got a black chassis, black tires with green chrome rims, and looks like a normal window. It's slightly tinted. Got the number 15 on the side, SRT, with the Hellcat logo, as well as these 2 bright green racing stripes. You got all the headlights on the front end with, well, I'd presume girl printing. The back end, Dodge with the taillights, SRT, those iconic taillight setup. That is beautiful. I drive a Challenger from 2014. That's my daily driver. So it's cool to see, you know, like my old dream car and my current daily driver roughly came out around the same era. So that really says something. And if you notice, they're both Dodges. So I may be biased towards Dodge a little bit. I do like their cars. I think they're cool. Anyway, like I said, this thing is going to be a little lackluster under blacklight, but what I'm hoping is that what it does have carries hard. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, that looks so good. Oh, it looks like someone just strung like neon, like a neon sign on the side of this. Holy crap. Oh yeah, that's definitely top three right there. That might even beat the Mercedes. I'm not gonna lie. The Mercedes had a cool paint job in the light, but this thing's black light paint scheme carries so hard. It literally looks like somebody took a neon sign and hung it on the side of this. That is so clean. I let me like I can't say that they're tied for my favorite. That's the problem here. I can't say they're tied for my favorite, but man, I really want to because that's close. All right, here we go. Three, two, one. Lights on. That is close. I cannot decide which one's my favorite out of the Porsche and the Hellcat. Oh man, that's gonna be this might be the hardest decision I've ever made in my entire life picking my favorite for the video. All right, moving on. Where are the Corvette fans at? Because you're up next. We got the Corvette C7 Z06 up next. We've seen. I think we did. We literally. I think we've literally gotten a Corvette in green before in the Neon Speeder series. So this is maybe my memory is failing me a little bit here. This one's gonna glow really nice under black light. What was the green one in the last set? The Toyota Celica. That thing was beautiful. Oh man. If you guys missed my last Neon Speeders video, at the end of this video, the playlist will pop up with all my Hot Wheels videos. Go into that playlist and find my last Neon Speeders video on the JDM ones. You need to see both the Toyota Celica and the Nissan Skyline. Both of those were absolute. They might like screw this whole set we're looking at today. Those two cars alone are better than the entire Neon Speeders series as a whole. Those two cars, like they're incredible. They both were beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, out in the light, not under the black light, I really like the way this car looks. I actually think the colors look really good on this one. I really like this. This is cool. I like the green. We got a black chassis, black tires with white. Not a fan of the white rims. Just because I know the white isn't going to glow under blacklight, I'm not a fan of that. I love the Corvette visor on the window, though. That's really neat, the way they printed that on there. That's sick. Number 6, Hot Wheels Goodyear Corvette. On the side panels here, on the hood, you got the 06 Corvette emblem. Headlights, got that visor. That visor is awesome. I love that little detail. Corvette, and then you got the taillights. All right. Will this thing blow my mind? We're about to find out. Here we go. 3, 2, the blue is probably not going to show up. I hope it does. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I want to say it's amazing, but the rims are honestly kind of the rims as well as all of like the numbering, the visor, and that kind of take away from it. If this thing could have had like the actual neo or the actual neon white paint for some of these details, I think that would have looked beautiful. I will still say though, this is probably one of my favorite cars of the video. Definitely top 5. I don't know. I'm going to say this knocks out the Mercedes AMG. This one takes 3rd place, I think. I really like this. But I will say, I actually think, 3, 2, 1, light coming on. I actually think it looks better in the daylight than it does in the neon, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Just because you actually get to see all the colors in the daylight rather than in the black light. You know what I mean? All right, we got one car left. I don't think this one's going to beat my top 3 or, bust my top 3 by any. Number 8 of 8 is the the 2016 Cadillac ATS VR. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even think I have this casting in my collection yet. This might be the first one. I've never even seen this car before. It's weird too because it is the definition of wide body. Wait until you see how thick this car is. It is thick with 3 C's. It's a triple C Cadillac. Cadillac. That might be the dumbest thing I've ever said. All right, here we go. I should grab the Hellcat and put it next to this so you can see what I mean. Here we go. So this one is gloss. So this one's just gloss black, no metal flake here, which is kind of, I don't know. Maybe, actually, you know what? I'm going to say it. I think this looks better without the metal flake. I think the metal flake might actually ruin this. This is the only car today with a dark gray chassis. All the other ones have black chassis. I think this is also the first car of the day with chrome rims too. That's impressive. Again, painted visor. I love that. And now you can see what I mean by wide body. Holy Lord, that thing is wide. Let me pull up the Hellcat here. Yeah, look at the difference. God, the Cadillac is freaking huge. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Dang, boy, he thick. It's got the number 16 on the side, pink Hot Wheels logo. I love the cubism style going on here. I hope all of this lights up. I think that would look really cool. Cadillac, the silver is not, I think the silver, if they would have replaced the silver with maybe like something else that lit up, that would be nice, because I think it's gonna ruin the look. I think the fact that the silver is not gonna glow, unless if it does glow, which if that's the case, that's gonna be really awesome. Love the grill printing, that looks beautiful. Cadillac, oh, it's got plastic inserts for headlights. I was like, I'm noticing there's no headlights here. ATS-V on the visor there, that looks really good. Look at all the bolts on the back window there, that's interesting. And then you got the taillights there, ATS-V. All right. This one might be the #1 car for the video, as I really want to see what it looks like under blacklight, because I'm curious if that silver is going to mess it up. 3, 2, 1. Again, it looks better on the camera than it does in person. I'm not going to lie, that one's pretty disappointing. Like I said, I kind of wish there was more to it. Okay. My opinions are changing in real time here. I'm okay. I like this. I would say that this is higher, or this is above par for a neon speeder. I think this actually looks all right. I am noticing though that the entire window insert area is actually glowing a weird blue color, which I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can. Yeah. I don't know. That's nowhere near my favorite, but that's pretty good, I guess. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, lights on. And that's it. That's the full set right there, everybody. We're going to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I think, okay, I got to collect my thoughts here. So let's bring them all back on camera. I dropped the Challenger, of course I did. So let's bring them all back up here and talk about them. So we got the Cadillac, we got the Corvette, the Challenger, the AMG, the Mercedes AMG, that is. We got the BMW, the Ford GT, the McLaren, and the Porsche. So that's the full set right there. And I'm not going to lie, as a full set, that's pretty well balanced. I think, okay, so first things first, I got to pick my least favorite car of the set. And I think easily I can say my least favorite is the BMW. The reason being is that while that car does look pretty good under blacklight, it doesn't look that great. In normal light, I think it looks ugly. Like, I really hate the paint scheme in standard lighting. I can also say that I hate the Ford GT's paint scheme in the normal light as well. I think that looks terrible. That color is disgusting. As for the car itself, I'm also not a fan of the car in general. So the BMW gets a lot of X's in my opinion. Now comes the hard part. I have to pick my favorite, my top 3. So I think I can easily say that my top 3 are the Porsche, the Hellcat, and the Corvette. Now, as I said, the Corvette is 3rd place, I think, because it looks good in the daylight. It doesn't look as good as it actually looks worse under the blacklight. I think it looks better now here than it would under the blacklight. But the SRT is so minimalistically done. It's so minimalist, but so perfectly minimalist. You know what I mean? The Porsche is just a standard Porsche with a very bright paint scheme. So we're basically dealing with one of a minimalist glow paint scheme versus a single-toned car that just happens to glow. This is tough. This is really tough. It's literally the battle between the two minimalist cars here. And the American in me wants to say the SRT Hellcat, and the actual Hot Wheels guy in me wants to say the Porsche, just because of what the fact that it's a 911 and the fact that it's pink. But I think deep down, my inner child and my inner self would not agree with me if I did not say that this is my favorite car in the whole set. This, though, is 2nd place by a fraction of a margin. Like, it is so close. But yeah, and then 3rd place would be the Corvette. My least favorite's the BMW. And yeah, there you go. That's my review of the Neon Speeders. This is a 30-minute long video. This video did not need to be this long, but you know what? I like to talk. And yeah, before we go though, I will leave you with what they look like under the black light so you can see that. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next Diecast Unbox video. Remember, your homework is to go watch the last Neon Speeders video to see those other two cars, because it is worth your time. I don't care if you watch the rest of the video. You just need to see those, the Celica and the Skyline. 100% you need to do that. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next diecast unboxing review. Thank you and good night.